it's Claudia with Crazy Island Studios. I haven't seen you guys in what feels like forever. I know I'm behind. I'll talk about that while I'm working. So I'm just going to really quick get started. I'm working in my small Dylusions journal. I haven't really decorated the cover, but I have cleaned off, or not cleaned off, but used up some extra tinted modeling paste through a stencil on here. So I have chunky letters on both sides. Normally I put that stuff in a little jar and save it for later, but I don't have any little jars here in my temporary studio, so that's what I've done. I've really not even used this journal. I've done one page in it, so this is like, yeah, not been worked in. Thought I'd have more time, and I have no time. So, okay, so I'm going to grab my Dylusions paints just because I can do a quick background layer with those. What I'm working on is this really odd sketch, which I think is kind of fun and weird, and it's, you know, just different and not my style necessarily, but that's okay. What happened is I got a new like drawing pen, and I gave it to him and told him, here, draw something, just doodle something, and I threw him, he's an artist too, obviously, and so I threw him my Dylusions book and my new little drawing pen and told him, have at it. So he did, and this is his like little, I don't know, 5-minute doodle. It's crazy. He's quick. I like it. So this is my daughter's boyfriend who did this, in case I didn't mention that already. So I'm going to just incorporate it into my page somehow and leave it to show. So I think I'm going to use my turquoise and pink Dylusions. Oh, let's see how bad the pink is looking, because it's still thickening up, and I'm trying to learn to live with it because it's still doing it. This is my new batch. I don't understand. I'll add water to it later and give it a try and see if that really does help it or not, because I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. So I'll do that later at some point. Been super busy getting ready to move. Moving to Hawaii is crazy business. And yeah, it's all plain old nutsoid. So I haven't been around. I haven't been, you know, here and hanging out with you guys or doing my regular videos, and I'm sorry. I missed you guys. It's just been so crazy that I don't have time. I haven't even been here at my little apartment. I've been at my old house almost every day, working like mad to try and get all of our stuff packed up. So yeah, no time for making art. The last art I made was when I was visiting Gina. You guys saw that video if you're following my channel. So this one is going to have to be quick, and I'm not really sure what it's going to be. It's going to be something at some point. My water is literally evaporated out of my rinsing bucket. That is not a good thing. I want to wet this down here just a little and maybe move it around with the baby wipe to get that nice purple from blending the colors, and I don't want to cover up his drawing, so at least not completely. I like the color over it, but I still want to see it. I appreciate that he took the time to do a little doodle in my book for me, so I want to, you know, leave that there. I'm not really sure how, but it's going to happen somehow. Okay, so yeah, quick enough little background. Let me quickly get this dry, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so real quick, after I got that dry, I sketched in a girl. I'm going to go back over it with this new carbon ink pen that I found. It just says carbon pen on it on Amazon, and it's like a cartridge fountain pen, and I kind of like it. And that's the pen that he used to draw this. So I want to go back over my little pencil sketch, and I want to just kind of juxtapose his crazy little face over here with one of my girls. So I thought that would be kind of neat, and so that's what I'm doing. So we'll just, you know, sketch over my existing pencil lines, and I want to leave it really sketchy just to kind of, you know, go along with what he's got going on. So I'm going to keep my drawing very sketchy as well. And yeah, things have been super crazy getting ready for this move. I'm just now like realizing, or I just realized like the beginning of the month, that I had 3 weeks. And now it's the 4th of July, and I'm, creating while my husband's running some errands with my daughter. Thankfully, they go do that for me while I can do this before we get together with family and have a fun time tonight. So, yeah, it's now the 4th. I leave Fresno on the 21st, and I leave California the 22nd. It's just sudden, like all of a sudden it's become, like I keep saying it's become real, but like now it's so real, it's scary because I have to get all my stuff packed, and I've been away from my temporary house. We've been over at the old house working on getting things packed, and it's just been so busy and just kind of crazy. So I haven't had time to make art or come see my lovely YouTube peoples. So I've missed you, and I hope that this little video is going to be good enough. I'll probably speed through a lot more of the rest of it. I'll talk to you guys as I can. But yeah, so I'm going to fill in her face with my flesh tones, which is probably going to get sped through. I have 2 right now that I have mixed up, pre-mixed. One of them turned out too light, one of them turned out too pink. You cannot tell through these jars what colors they are. But if you look inside this one's too light. I'm doing them backwards, and this one is too pink. Inside you can see too pink. So I just kind of mix the 2 of them together with a little bit of glazing medium, and then I'll go over her face. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to leave it a little bit rustic and let some of these colors show through, or if I'll be doing something else or fill it in completely. I don't really know. I do want her hair, I know this much, to come and go across part of his drawing here. He did a little bit of scribbling out. That's the only reason why I'm thinking about covering up any part of it. So I will go ahead and draw in her hairlines. I want to leave his name where he signed it, and yeah, that's basically where I'm headed with this page. So probably speed through most of the rest of this because I have no time, and I'm sorry. I want to chat with you guys. I just don't have time right now because things are so busy. But I promise, I don't want to make promises, but I am supposed to be renting a cabin for a week when I first get to Hawaii, and I'm hoping that at that time I'll have a minute to sit down and maybe do a few videos for you guys while I'm trying to get my daughter in school. I don't know, it's gonna be nuts. So I'll do the best I can to get back here as much as possible, but please, continue to be patient with me as I go through this transition and get moved over to Hawaii. But I promise once things get there and things get settled a little bit, I will be so much more regular. I was accepted into the Deco Art Helping Artist program, so I will be doing some Deco Art pages for you guys in the future. That might become another series, which means that you get a lot of stuff from me every week, which I'm so excited about and want to do. So I want to get to that place where I'm in Hawaii and things are a little bit more settled and I have time to make, crazy more videos for you guys every week. So, alright, I just think I'm going to move on with speeding through the rest of this, and hopefully this pen is pretty permanent very quickly. I will cure it with the heat gun for a second before I paint over it. But thank you guys so much for being patient with me. I know that I haven't been as regular with my postings here on YouTube just because I've been so crazy busy, and I tried to warn you guys that I wouldn't necessarily be doing the Freedom Journal Fridays as regular just because of my time crunch. And so just bear with me, they'll come back. I haven't given up on them. It's just a temporary break, and I will hopefully see you guys again very soon. I'm gonna speed through the rest of this. See you guys again. So I'm pretty much done with this page. I'm going to add a little quote out of this really cool little set of stickers that I found. I have like the word stickers, I think it's called, I don't know what it's called, but I hadn't ever seen these ones before, and I just found these at Hobby Lobby when I was in San Jose with Gina. It's called Small Talk, and they're quotes. They're like full quotes, little bits, short quotes. So I'm going to grab one. Where's the one that I liked? Here it is. Everything has beauty. Because it's such a different like type of art on this side of my page, and I kind of did mine, which I think obviously is pretty because I like to make pretty art. And so I'm going to add this quote. I'm going to cut it into pieces. Thankfully they're super sticky, so even though I'm touching them a lot, hopefully it will still stick. And I want to place them in her hair. Let's get this one off of there. And in a minute I'm going to go over all of the tools that I use. There's the word. All the tools that I used, all the products. I'll talk to you guys about those because I get a lot of questions about them after a video is done. So I want to make sure that you guys get that information from me so that you don't always have to ask in the comments or try and go find it in the comments. I'm looking for a dry towel. Okay. So I did really do this page very quickly. I'm just going over these with some yellow to help them to stand out against her hair. But I know this is a really quick page. I'm not doing anything super fancy on this. I needed to create something. It's been a while since I've made art, and that's always a bummer. So, and what else do I want to do to this? I think I want to outline it a little bit with some black. Even though I know it's not going to necessarily show up great. Maybe I'll use white. Black might not be good enough. Maybe white. I try. Hold on. Skinny white. Go. That's probably better. Okay, that's like about it. I don't really need to do a whole lot more. I wanted to do something that kind of left his art, and so I did, and I like it. And yeah, it's kind of fun. My girl is very pink. She's a pink girl with crazy hair, but that's okay. It was fun to make, and that's all that matters. Products I used. My drawing pen is just called a carbon pen. I don't know what you can call it. It's on Amazon. The white pens you saw me use are Molotov markers. I have heard Aaron Blazevich talk about these like all the time from Imperfect Impulses, and I wanted to try them. I love them. So I have a couple of different sizes. I had the bullet tip, and then I had the kind of pointy tip that I used on this page. The fat black paint marker that I used was the Deco Color acrylic paint marker. The black pen that I used that's a little fatter than the drawing pen is this Pilot Permaball in medium. And Gina Ahrens, if you haven't checked out her channel, please do. She just gave me this pen and compared it to the Scarlet Lime pen, which I actually never had the opportunity to try before they quit selling them. So those are the markers and pens that I used. The yellow that I used inside of these dots is golden fluorescent chartreuse paint. I just got a set of the golden fluorescents while I was in San Francisco at the Blick Art Store. I was so excited about that one. So I'm really looking forward to playing with those more. The glitter that I put into each of these dots is this Folk Art Craft Paint Extreme Glitter. And is that everything? I used the Dylusions in the background. I used the two of my pre-mixed flesh tones with glazing medium and a little bit of water. The lips was just Quin Magenta from Golden in the Fluid Acrylics. The eye, where it's a little bit sparkly, I can't even like show you the actual container because I have them all in these little ones for my travel kit where I'm at. But they are the Lumiere paints, and this one is the turquoise. Very nice for eyes. I like it a lot. I think that's everything that I used on this page. If I missed something, let me know in the comments. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry it was such a quick, short video. I will try and be back next week with something. I can't guarantee it'll be a Freedom Journal Friday or an Art Journaling 101, but it'll be something, maybe even just like this, working in my small journal, because I just am swamped with crazy stuff that has to get done for us to get ready to leave. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the page, and I will see you guys all again very soon. Bye for now.